In this video, you are going to learn how to make $100 a day in the market. So making $100 a day in the market is possible, but for most people, it is not achievable. I would say 95% of people who are watching this video are not going to achieve this goal, or even more. And 50% of those people, I'm sure they won't even watch this video until the end. Some of the tips that are going to help you to make money in the market and make $100 a day are going to be towards the end of the video, because what I need to do is I will need to show you the game plan, and also I need to show you how are you going to be placing those trades. So if you want to make $100 a day in the market, let's roll the intro and the disclaimer, and let's meet on the other side. So first thing that I want you to do is forget about making $100 a day in the market. Start thinking about how much can I make at the end of the week or at the end of the month. And let me tell you why I'm saying that. The market always gives you a 50-50 chance of making money or losing money on each trading day or each trading session. So if you are thinking about I need to make money $100 each and every day, you are just increasing the pressure. But if you say I need to make $2,000 at the end of the month days, that will release a lot of pressure on my shoulders, because if I go for 2 days without making money, or go for 2 days losing some money in the market, I will still be able to reach my goal towards the end of the month. So in trading, you cannot consistently make a certain amount each and every day, but if you do this over a certain period of time, you can reach your goals. Secondly, you want to take that profit target that you put at the end of the month or at the end of a certain period, but not the day, and take that certain number that you want to achieve and put it into a percentage, not in real dollars. And let me explain what I mean by this. If I want to make $2,000 at the end of the month in the market, I need to take that $2,000 and know how much is that in percentage of my account. So for me personally, I would take this $2,000 and I would say this needs to be at least 10% of my account, and that means I automatically need $20,000 in capital to start trading. And most of my audience, I know we can't afford to have $20,000 to trade, me included, because from where we are demographically, we don't make those kinds of money very easily. But now the good thing is, now we have prop firms. For me personally, I thank this, because without prop firms, I wasn't be able to make profits or to make money that can even cover my bills in the market. But with the help of prop firms, we can now get a lot bigger account for a very few amount of money, and that helps us to be able to control bigger accounts and try to make our targets very small. For example, if I get a $25,000 funded account, $2,000 is now less than 10% of my account. So if I make 10% of my account minus the cost that I put to the funded account, I will be able to hit my goal. If you want to learn more about funded account, keep watching this video, but I'll talk about that after I talk about the third thing that I want to talk about here. The next thing that you want to do is you want to find a strategy where you can catch 10 pips, right? Why 10 pips? Because I want to make sure that you are not going to stay in the market for a very long time. If you stay in the market for a very long period of time, most people will start getting emotionally when the market is fluctuating up and below. So we want to make sure that you get in and out of the market real fast. Also, you need to understand this. For most people, getting in and out of the market real fast can also cause over trading. So you need to take care of that. Next thing, you want to see a strategy that gives you 10 pips per day. So I'm going to show you this strategy here. I talked about this strategy on our previous video. If you want to watch the complete strategy, you can check out the video that is going to be at the end screen of this one. Also, I put the link in the description below. So this strategy, what it does is you are going to be able to catch quick pips that comes after a crossover of this indicator. So you want to measure 10 pips. So for example, if I was buying here, this was going to be my buying position. I was going to try and catch 10 pips going to the upside, and in this case my 10 pips were going to come somewhere around this zone right here. So it was going to be around this zone right here. So these are 10 pips from here to here, right? So if I was putting my order was going to be looking like this, right? This is going to be my buy order. my take profit and my stop loss. So it was going to look something like this, right? And as you can see here, this trade took around 15 or 20 minutes to get filled at maximum, right? And this is the time when you just catch these 10 pips and get out of the market. If you want to learn the full strategy, you can check the video that I talked about at the end of this one or in the link in the description below, right? So you want a strategy that shows you exactly how to catch 10 pips, and which leads us to the next point, which is to get a bigger funded account. I know that there's a lot of sayings about prop firms. Some people say prop firms are not good, some people say prop firms are bad, but I think personally, if you are from where we are demographically, the whole of this channel, I know most people are from Africa and some from Asia, and when you are in those regions, right, you don't have much capital to start off, because I know that most people will start off with maybe $100. But if you think about it, if you start trading with $100, if you want to use proper risk management, you are risking $1 or $2 or $3 per trade, right? And risking $1, $2, $3 per trade, it's very good as a trader. You can, that's called trading like a pro. But if you want to make money, if you really want to make a living, let's be honest here, you are not going to be able to grow your account risking $1 on $100 account, right? On the other hand, if you risk much of that account, right, maybe risking maybe $10, right, that's 10% of your account, and this is too much risk for you, right? But at the end of the day, this is what we end up doing because we want to grow that account. So I'm saying, instead of risking your $100 by trading very small like $10 trades, why don't you take that $100, right? You buy a funded account. For $100, you can get around $25,000, or you can get $10,000 on another prop firm. That $10,000 that you get from a prop firm, the next thing that you want to do is you are just trying to make $1,000, 10% of that is in profit, because you are going to be using high risk to reward ratio, because you are going to be trying to make 1,000, which is 10%. And also in prop firms you have drawdowns, right? So with drawdowns you also can't lose more than 10%. So the risk is almost the same with your own $100. But the good thing about prop firms is that when you are trading the prop firm account, once you pass, right, now instead of risking $10 and risking your $100 with a $10 trade, you are now risking, of course, your funded account, but you are risking it on a $100 trade. So since you are in these regions where there is low income and we don't need much money, once you have a funded account of like 20,000, right, you can still make $200 per month and still cover much of your expenses. And the good thing is $200 is only 2% of your funded account. So the only thing that you need to do is to make sure you work hard to get the bigger funded account. Think about, if you get maybe a $100,000 account, which is my goal, is if I manage to trade well, I can be able to go there. If I get a $100,000 account, for me to make $1,000, I only need 1%. And if that 1%, I can make that in one trade, right? And I can still get $1,000, which is far more than the average income of almost all the people in my country, right? So I'm saying, instead of risking your small accounts, try to go for bigger accounts. I know it's not easy to pass your prop firm challenges, but try to get those challenges. And if you do that, you are going to be able to trade and reach your goals of making $100 a day in the market. But remember, you would make it as $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, not consistently $100 a day in the market. So I'm feeling like this video was very valuable to you if you really followed through until this point. So if it was, make sure you hit that like button and check out the video on the screen so that you can see the same exact strategy that you can use to trade $100 a day in the market. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.